Hi, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to my channel where I talk about books, music, movies, and pretty much anything that takes my fancy. So for my first video, this is my first YouTube video. For my first video, I wanted to do something introductory in nature, and the first thing I mentioned before when I said what this video would be about, I said books. So I'm going to start with the booktube newbie tag, even though technically I don't know that this is going to be like a booktube channel, but there's going to be books. So I'm going to start with that. So the first question in the booktube newbie tag is, why did you start the YouTube channel? For giggles, and because I like to watch them, so I'd like to try my hand at like making them. Yeah, and I don't want to have to learn a musical instrument, and I'd like to have something creative to do, so that's pretty much it. The second one is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to YouTube? Well, I mean, really, this question's a bit weird because it's like, I can only bring what I like and what I'm doing, and this is basically what the channel is about, stuff that I like. It's up to you guys if you want to find them unique or fun. I really can't say that without feeling weird about it. Alright. So the third question is, what are you most excited about? I don't know. I'm not excited about the editing. This is going to come up again. Anyway, I don't know. Just having fun and interacting with other people who are on YouTube. Anyway, so why do you love reading? Well, reading is something I learned to do at a pretty young age, and I feel like sometimes I've always had my nose in a book ever since I was like 4 or 5. Yeah, it's just a way to, discover new worlds without having to, like, I don't know, pay for a passport. Sorry. Yeah. It's just fun and interesting. And, you get to explore new worlds. It's awesome. What books got you into reading is question number 5. For that, I started with the basics, those cardboard books that you get when you're really young. I don't remember really what I started reading, but I do remember the Berenstain Bears, Dr. Seuss, stuff like that. And then I got into Judy Blume, and then the Babysitter's Club series with Ann and Martin. Those are still awesome. I have a couple of those still, actually. Yeah, and then when I was a little bit older, it was Christopher Pike and, sorry, nose thing. And yeah, those were the books I started off with, and I loved them. Question number 6 is, what question would you ask your favorite booktuber? How does this editing thing work? Because I have no idea. I'm an amateur, and I'm not really willing to put a whole bunch of money into this until I know it's something I'm going to keep doing. So how to get started with the editing and all that is my biggest thing, and putting music to videos and stuff. I have a feeling for like the first month or so it's going to be pretty barren. But yeah, that is my main thing, and yeah. So number 7 is, what challenges of being a booktuber do you think will be the hardest to deal with? Editing, and maybe not so tactful people on the internet. When you're not meeting somebody face to face, it can get really easy to just blurt out whatever you think, even though you're typing. And so I think it's easier for people to be mean and cruel on YouTube than it is on real life. It's also easy on Facebook, so, I'm not naive about these things. So question number 8 is, when did you start reading? Yeah, so my mom used to read to me when I was really little, and I used to like read along with her a little. So I had started reading probably before I started elementary school, maybe around 4 or something. Question number 9 is, where do you read? I read anywhere I can. I read in my bed, I read on the couch, I read at, don't tell anybody, red lights on my phone. I listen to audiobooks while I'm working, so I can pretty much be constantly reading if I need to. So question number 10 is, and the last one, what kinds of books do you like to read? See, this one's a little hard. Mostly I read literary fiction, nonfiction, some sci-fi. I like series a lot, and I'm trying to get out of that and read more standalones, which I've been pretty good at lately, but I'm still going back to my favorite series, like the Rivers of London series by Ben Aronovich. Those are some of my favorites. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm reading. I'm trying to step out of my comfort zone a little. I don't read a lot of YA, and I don't read a lot of fantasy. So, or biographies. I'm not big on biographies either. So yeah, it's really easier to tell you the type of books I don't read than to delineate all the books that I do read. I'm not even sure that's the right word or whatever. But anyway, that was the last question, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's nice to meet you. You can like or subscribe if you want to see more of my videos when they eventually come out. Thank you for stopping by.